the site architecture and pages, URLs, and links that you need across your site to rank as a Texas flooring contractor. So we're going to go over service versus location pages, clean URLs, and then the 3-click rule and hubs. So what you need to do is you need to have one page per service, and then you need to have a page for your location areas, right? So your service pages, more service variation, keywords, and terms, LSI entities on that page, right? Because we're trying to rank for a service, we want to make sure that it's relevant and on topic to services. But then on our location page, we want to use more location variations. Here's an example: Austin flooring, Round Rock, right? Because we do this, we're signaling to Google, hey, we, for like that's the location page, right? Because we do this, we signal to Google, hey, we are located in this area and we provide these services, or we provide these services in these areas. So next, what we also want to consider is how are we going to do the URL structure? So when we go to do the URL structure, you want to make sure it's clean, it's all lowercase, and then you want to make sure it's keyword based, and you got probably like one idea per URL, right? So you don't want to do no dates, no random numbers, no deep nesting. The URL reads like a breadcrumb, right? So here's an example. You want to do /flooring services /hardwood installation. Now, what I really like about doing these subfolders and then also having the keywords in the URL is that what happens is when we go on a certain page, right, and we have a lot of outbound links to other pages, because we use this like storing structure or this URL structure, what happens is that if we have 60 outbound links on our page, we could get an additional 40 keywords on our page. We could even get up to like 60 different keywords on our page for free just by having the keyword in the URLs. And so this is another kind of hidden way to get that keyword on your page. It's by just simply having it in the URL structure. And then if you have this across all of your pages, you can instantly go up a couple thousand, maybe even 10,000 times in your keyword density or your keyword amount just by simply having it in your URL structure and then having a whole bunch of outbound links on each page, having that nice deep nested interlinking website. So a rule is that if I go from the home page, I should be able to reach any other page on the website in 3 clicks. So what happens is that Google crawls and hops. So it goes to your home page, it finds all the links and it queues them, then it comes back days later. So if you bury a page six clicks deep and then you update that page, it could take a week or plus for Google to come by and even see that you updated that page. Now, like, why does that happen? So when Google comes and crawls the homepage, it gathers all those URLs and then it queues them. That queue can take a day. It could take a couple days, right? Once it goes and crawls those URLs, then all the URLs on those pages, it indexes, right? Or queues them up again. And then once it gets around to crawling those, which could be a couple days, it will then do the same process again. It will go across that page and then it will find all the URLs. Now, what can happen is that if it takes a couple of days for Google to essentially click from your homepage to that second page, to that third page, to that fourth page, to that fifth page, to that sixth page, what can happen is that it could take weeks for Google to find that page. So to avoid this, what we want to do is we want to have hubs to kind of flatten the site, right? So for your blogs, you want to have a blog hub where they go to blog, and then you want to make sure that you have all of your blogs on that, right? And you want to make sure that every single URL can be discovered. And then when you get a new blog, you want to make sure that it goes on there so that Google can find it quickly and fast. So then you also want to have a services hub. So same thing with the blog, right? You just want to have a service hub that has all of your services listed. And then you want to have a locations hub. Same exact thing, every single page that you serve, and then a link to it. Now, what this does is that Google finds the whole group in one crawl. It keeps the hub simple. So just keep the hub simple. Don't overthink it. It's just links. Now, internal links are a ranking factor. So what you want to have is around 157 internal links on your ranking pages. Now, this data is taken from the top 10 biggest cities in Texas. And then we looked at the search results and we looked at all the pages and we ran reports to see this. This is not true across all of all ranking SEO rise. So point links from your blog and services to the page you want to rank. And then also the anchor text itself is a ranking factor. Make it descriptive, not click here. And if you want to know what you want to use as your anchor text, look in when you search your term in Google, look at the words that Google bolds, and those are the anchor text you want to use. So recap. What you want to have is a page per service and page per location. You want to have clean keyword URLs, one idea each. Every page within 3 clicks of the homepage. You want to use blog service location hubs. You want around 150 plus internal links, point them at the money pages, and then you want descriptive anchor text whenever you send those outbound links.